That's better? Is that better? Turn my microphone up. Turn my microphone up. Turn my microphone up. There you go. Can we get there? Can we go now? I gotta get in my mode there. Turn my microphone up. Turn my microphone up. Turn that microphone up. Yeah, there we go, y'all. We in better mode right there. We in better mode, y'all. Let's go, y'all. I'm Savon Fennell at the Real Rev T, and I want to welcome y'all right here. We live right here on Mount Top Devil Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Yeah, there we go, y'all. Hey, look, ain't nothing gonna stop us on the Friday. Ain't nothing gonna stop us on the Friday. Man, I feel good. I'm so glad to be here with the people. Let's go. There we go, y'all. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Yeah! Ow!
One more time.
Yeah! I feel good. There you go right there. There you go. Man, we live. I'm so glad to be here with the people. I guess I got to do it all over again. Man, good morning to the lovely Lloyd Purge, y'all. Appreciate you so much. Always a pleasure, man, to see you tuning in. It's like a motivation for me inside. Big brother Sean Sanderson, man. What's going on, big brother Sean? Proud of Wilson there, man. Good brother and friend of mine, man. That brother right there, him and the brother, and Richie Crowder, Rashawn Jackson, Jason Miracle, them four cats right there, man, helped me get to another level when it came to the game of football. And Sean Hagler. Never forget them 5 people in my lifetime, man. Helped me get over the hump, man. Helped me become a good football player. Hit somebody. And always appreciate that. Love you so much, big brother. Man, yeah, man. And big brother Jeremiah Smith, we see you tuning in. Shakisha Rashad, we see you. Wilson's finest, one of the first ladies of Wilson. We appreciate you so much. Big brother William Bay, Billy Hampton, good morning to you, champ. Good morning. And the lovely Crystal Adair, she in the house. I want somebody to tell me, Rev, I got a copy of that book, Therapy, on Amazon.com. by Crystal Adair, Therapy on Amazon.com. $10 a copy. Somebody go get a copy so it could change your life. Good morning to big brother Maurice Wood in the house, Junior. Y'all make sure y'all go to Ghost and Real Estate. Call me up. Send me a message. Put it out on the post. Rev Maurice Wood helped change my life. Rev Maurice Wood and Ghost and Real Estate helped me purchase my first house. Rev Ghost and Real Estate and Maurice Wood helped me refinance my house. My living situation is so much better in all types of weather because of Ghost and Real Estate and the help of Maurice Wood Jr. Y'all make sure y'all get up with him today. And then the lovely Claudette Man, Rucker Apparel, y'all. We got them Diesel Reloaded shirts. Let me switch it up out here. They got them Diesel Reloaded shirts. They got them Diesel Reloaded shirts. Y'all make sure y'all get one. Rucker Apparel. I want to see Rev, I got me a shirt. I want to see Rev, I got me one of them. Rucker Apparel, Diesel Reloaded shirt. Big brother Keith, Love of Music, Slide there, we see you. Big brother Vinny Low, way down low. Let me tell you what I know. Big brother Vinny Low, so glad you in the house with us. Big brother Fine Brian Fisher Howard, man. We see you, big brother Fisher, man. Always here, pleasure, man. A good friend. And big brother Jerry Sutton, y'all. That's Richmond's finest in the house. Proud supporter of the Rev T Sports Revival. Big brother Rob Brackett, we see you, man. Always a pleasure. Big brother Tavon Roof. That's my little brother right there, y'all. And we ain't got the same mother, but that's still my little brother because he got the name Tavon with the E. You know what I'm talking about? That's right. And big brother William DJ Chill Will Kelly, man. Good morning to you, man. Good morning to the people, man. Always Sean Tate. Good morning to you. Always a pleasure. I'll tell it to the young. I tell it to the whole. You got to come to Rev T Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Man, good morning to Lynn Davis. We see you. Good morning. Big brother Kevin Coon, man. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. It's always a pleasure, man, to be here, man, with the people. I'm telling you, man, we got a good show playing for the people this morning on the Friday. A lot of things we got to get into and talk about it and just put it out there for what it is. A lot of things going on. We had the NFL game last night. The Houston Texans, they went to go play the Cincinnati Bengals. We gonna jump into that and see how they fared out, who got funky like a monkey last night in Tennessee. And then we gonna go straight into this NFL week 2. We got to talk about these games, put some predictions out, you know, and I want to hear from y'all. 703-763-4979 is a number. Y'all want to call in, talk a little sports, put your thoughts out there in the atmosphere. I got the phone lines open for you. But most of all, I want you to go share the post. Share the post with the people. Let them know what we doing here Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m., God willing. God willing. That's the way we rolling. And you know, any other circumstance, God might change my circumstances in the morning. So, I mean, like yesterday. But anyway, though, I want to take a moment of silence, y'all, if we can. Yeah. I done had it rough, man, the last, I guess, 3 weeks or so. I buried my great aunt, my grandmother's sister, my Aunt Carrie, on Tuesday last week. And then this week, my father's sister, my aunt, she had a name. Her name was Audrey Clark, and we called her Aunt Tilly. She passed away yesterday morning. She was like, I think like 82, 83 years old, somewhere in that lane. So if we can, y'all, and first I want to thank all of y'all. I saw the posters y'all put. Y'all was a little down yesterday, so I kind of took a hiatus from social media in the evening time. And I appreciate all the love and response and the condolences that the people send out to my family. So I got to get through this day, whatever. I'm going to need y'all. I can't do it alone. So wake up, everybody. Lace your boots up and come on and march with me. But let's just take a moment, if we can, for the Fennell family and the Clark family, for a moment of silence for my aunt, Audrey Fennell Clark. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate my family. We appreciate that so much. But look, though, man, we got a lot to get into, a lot of things to talk about or whatever. You know one thing we haven't did in a long time? In a real long time. Right. Man, we ain't really did to talk about. Right. And I just wanted to put something out there if I can. Y'all, man. And I ain't trying to mess with nobody or nothing like that. Well, yeah, I am trying to mess with somebody. Well, no, I'm not going to do it. I should do it, but I need to do it. But I haven't done it in so long. I don't know if I could feel a groove with it. Let me see. Let's try it, y'all. Let's try it. Moving, grooving with some energy. Yeah. Well, talk about it. Yeah, y'all, it's to talk about. Look, I want to put something out there that I got to talk about. And I think that's a pretty little baby that Serena Williams got. Yeah, man, that's a pretty little baby. But that baby got about 6 middle names. Now hold on, before we get to, slaying some, I got 2 middle names, so I can't really slay nobody. But that baby got about 5 middle names, though. I'm just saying, that's a pretty little baby. And all the little babies is pretty in the world. So let's not get me wrong. Now, I'm not, knocking the baby. No. But what I'm knocking is Serena Williams gave this baby about, hold on, here we go. Alexis Olympia, hold on. Oh, this baby got about 25 middle names. Let me make sure I get all the names right. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? That's a pretty little baby though. Don't get me wrong. I don't want nobody to get me wrong and say, oh man, he talking about the baby. No, I ain't talking about nobody baby. The baby name is Alexis Olympia O'Hannon Jr. Williams. Now, hold on. Now, let's stop this. I'm sorry. I know her daddy name is Alexis or whatever. Okay. But what I'm just trying to say is, why you got to call that little girl Junior? I know I done moved some of y'all this morning. I'm just saying, who in the hell goes and name their child Junior? You got Junior Gillette. You see Junior on the stream, right? Good morning, big brother Cameron Peel, man. We see you tuning in. But I'm just saying, though, right? You got you name a little girl Junior. Am I moving some of y'all bones this morning with this? It just can't. Yeah, I just really had to talk about that this morning, kind of put that out there. I'm just saying, pretty little baby. Bless the baby. Bless the baby, Junior. What little girl in America running around here with the name Junior? I'm just saying. But look, though, y'all, we got a good show planned for the people. 703-763-4979 is the number. Y'all want to call in, talk a little sports with the Rev this morning, or you got something interesting you want to talk out there. But listen here, though. Y'all know all of this thing going on with Colin Kaepernick, lately with Jemele Hill and her comments about President Trump and whatever. And y'all know Ray Lewis been really, kind of chatty about it, especially towards Colin Kaepernick. Well, I got some reasons why Ray Lewis could be doing the things that he's doing and saying the things that he is saying. And I want y'all, when we come back from this break, I really want y'all to lace y'all boots up and march with me on this one. Because I'm going to break it down while that Bama, trying to do his thing like that in Sammy time. So look, we about to get funky like a monkey. Y'all go share the post with the people. Let them know he live, y'all. The Rev is on the air. Right here live on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, y'all. It's a sports revival. Y'all ready? Come on, let's go, baby. March with me. Ow!
We're gonna have a funky good time. 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 Let's take them up, Fred. We gotta take you high.
You're listening to Mountaintop Network Radio.
T-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Network Radio.
From Rucker
This
Apparel.
is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey, y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. To Mountaintop Network Radio.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. Yes. You got to let that burgundy go fill up your soul. Burgundy go! Now, here we stand, 2017.
That's better? Is that better? Turn my microphone up. Turn my microphone up. Turn my microphone up. There you go. Can we get there? Can we go now? I got to get in my mode there. Turn my microphone up. Turn my microphone up. Turn that microphone up. Yeah, there we go, y'all. We in better mode right there. We in better mode, y'all. Let's go, y'all. I'm Savon Fennell at the Real Rev T, and I want to welcome y'all right here. We live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Yeah, there we go, y'all. Hey, look, ain't nothing gonna stop us on the Friday. Ain't nothing gonna stop us on the Friday. Man, I feel good. I'm so glad to be here with the people. Let's go. There we go, y'all. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Ow.
One more time.
Yeah, I feel good. There you go right there. There you go. Man, we live. I'm so glad to be here with the people. I guess I got to do it all over again. Man, good morning to the lovely Lloyd Purge, y'all. Appreciate you so much. Always a pleasure, man, to see you tuning in. It's like a motivation for me inside. Big brother Sean Sanderson, man. What's going on, big brother Sean? Proud of Wilson there, man. Good brother and friend of mine, man. That brother right there, him and the brother, and Richie Crowder, Rashawn Jackson, Jason Miracle, them four cats right there, man, helped me get to another level when it came to the game of football. And Sean Hagler. Never forget them 5 people in my lifetime, man. Help me get over the hump, man. Help me become a good football player. Hit somebody. And always appreciate that. Love you so much, big brother. Man, yeah, man. And big brother Jeremiah Smith, we see you tuning in. Shakisha Rashad, we see you. Wilson's finest, one of the first ladies of Wilson. We appreciate you so much. Big brother William Bay, Billy Hampton, good morning to you, champ. Good morning. And the lovely Crystal Adair, she in the house. I want somebody to tell me, Rev, I got a copy of that book, Therapy, on Amazon.com. By Crystal M. Adair, Therapy on Amazon.com. $10 a copy. Somebody go get a copy so it could change your life. Good morning to big brother Maurice Wood in the house, Junior. Y'all make sure y'all go to Ghost and Real Estate. Call me up. Send me a message. Put it out on the post. Rev Maurice Wood helped change my life. Rev Maurice Wood and Ghost and Real Estate helped me purchase my first house. Rev Ghost and Real Estate and Maurice Wood helped me refinance my house. My living situation is so much better in all types of weather because of Golston Real Estate and the help of Maurice Wood Jr. Y'all make sure y'all get up with him today. And then the lovely Claudette Man, Rucker Apparel, y'all. We got them Diesel Reloaded shirts. Let me switch it up out here. They got them Diesel Reloaded shirts. Y'all make sure y'all get one. Rucker Apparel. I want to see Rev, I got me a shirt. I want to see Rev, I got me one of them. Rucker Apparel, Diesel Reloaded shirt. Big brother Keith, Love of Music, Slide there, we see you. Big brother Vinny Low, way down low. Let me tell you what I know. Big brother Vinny Low, so glad you in the house with us. Big brother Fine Brian Fisher Howard, man. We see you, big brother Fisher, man. Always here, pleasure, man. A good friend. And big brother Jerry Sutton, y'all. That's Richmond's finest in the house. Proud supporter of the Rev T Sports Revival. Big brother Rob Brackett, we see you, man. Always a pleasure. Big brother Tavon Roof. That's my little brother right there, y'all. And we ain't got the same mother, but that's still my little brother because he got the name Tavon with the E. You know what I'm talking about? That's right. And big brother William DJ Chill Will Kelly, man. Good morning to you, man. Good morning to the people, man. Always Sean Tate. Good morning to you. Always a pleasure. I'll tell it to the young. I'll tell it to the old. You got to come to Rev T Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Man, good morning to Lynn Davis. We see you. Good morning. Big brother Kevin Coon, man. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. It's always a pleasure, man, to be here, man, with the people. I'm telling you, man, we got a good show playing for the people this morning on the Friday. A lot of things we got to get into and talk about it and just put it out there for what it is. A lot of things going on. We had the NFL game last night. It's trying to get into the Hall of Fame. And he knows that those people that nominate those players into the Hall of Fame, a lot of them, excuse my language, sorry if I offend somebody, are a lot of old white men, that's reporters, journalists, that's retiring, and they come from the old school. And although they may not say it in public, that, I don't support this, blah, 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 blah. In the back end, you know it's a names game. You know, you talk about Ray Lewis, we got a football, it's a fraternity for us. That's my brother. Well, if you're a smart man in the business world, it's a fraternity too. If you're a smart man when it comes to the NFL Hall of Fame selection committee, it's a fraternity too. And they don't want to know that they might induct you into the Hall of Fame and then you'll get on their podium and start talking about injustices in America. They don't want that. The NFL is trying everything they can in their power to shield themselves away from getting caught up and to having to speak and respond about the injustices of black America. But 85% of their players are African Americans. I think some people don't want to hear this right now, but it's the truth though. When you look at it for what it is, when you look at the overall picture of the scenario, why is Ray Lewis taking it? His point, his choice to say, I'm gonna go bash Colin Kaepernick, but on the forefront, I don't think it's bashing, but damn sure, Ray Lewis, have you looked around? Have you seen the things that have been said to you by people saying that you're offending this man? You didn't learn the first time, so you came back and did it the second time. After you did it the second time, you tried to go on TV and clean it up the third time, and you still look like the man with the fiddle in his hand, dancing for the masses. I don't want to hurt everybody's feelings this morning, but sometimes you got to tell it like it T.I. is. Ray Lewis trying to get into that Hall of Fame. And he know if he speak anything otherwise, then rah, that's my brother. It's a fraternity. We love each other. Where the dogs at? Roo. That his possibilities of getting into that NFL Hall of Fame class this year will be very slim. Very, very, very slim. But if I go out there and jump on it in the chat and attack, Colin Kaepernick, they likes that. They sure like that. Good morning to Big Brother Jerome Brown. We see you tuning in. Always a pleasure, man. Have you sitting right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And as always, y'all will take a moment to go share the post with the people. Let them know what we doing here Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. God willing, we live. And if we not live, you can always hear the replay of the following day's show, the previous day's show. Right here live on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. What we going to do is we going to take a break, y'all. When we come back off of this break, right, I got some other things that I want to put out there in this air when it comes to Jamil Hill and ESPN. Can we do that? That's good, y'all, because she's a bad mama jam in my eyes, y'all. I want you to lace your boots up, strap them up real tight. We live, y'all, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Come on, let's go, baby. March with me. Ow!
Look at her. She's a veteran.
T-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Network Radio.
From Rucker
This
Apparel.
is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. You're listening to Mountaintop
Network Radio.
Redskin Nation, I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. But you got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Burgundy gold! Now, here we stand, 2017, draft day. Yes! What happened on?
Well, sometimes I go out browsing and I look across the water.
Yeah, y'all, we here live, y'all, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV, y'all, it's the Rev T Sports Revival. Yeah, I just broke some stuff down about Ray Lewis, y'all. Some of the masses, they might not hear. I had to come back with that too. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse would have been 34 years old today. So rest in peace to to the late singer, man. And yeah, I like Amy Winehouse. So what? Yeah, nobody better not say nothing about it. I'm a music connoisseur, man. But anyway, though, good morning to big brother Dion Purcell. We see you this morning tuning in, Chain. Always a pleasure, man, to have the people tuning in. Go share the post with the people. Let them know what we doing. He live right here at Mount Top Network Radio. DMV is the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T, sitting here with the people, y'all, talking a little bit of sports. But let's hear, though, at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, and you really want to know the Shadiggity Bob and the Shadiggity Bang, Joey Sutton he say, brother, you nailed it. He said, Rev, you on point. Drop the mic, brother. He say that's why they keep B. Mitch out the Hall of Fame. Right. Because he's too real. He's too real. And you know who else is not in the Hall of Fame? Daryl Grant. Because he's too real. And when you too real, people tend to blackball you. I know this for the fact. Hell, I get blackballed in some spots when it comes to dealing with some reporters. You know, only thing they can see in me is a man that say, hell to the Redskins, hell to the Redskins. Anything else I say out my mouth, you know, it's just, what? I mean, I'm just telling it like it is. But we here though live, y'all, right here at Mount Top Network Radio, DMV, Sports Revival. Y'all know the Shadiggity Bob and the Shadiggity Bang, and the things that's going on to make people ears ring. The things that's making people ears ring is this thing with Jemele Hill, ESPN 980 reporter, show 6 o'clock come on in the afternoon. She made some comments about Donald Trump, called him out, said he was a white supremacist. And ESPN, they distanced themselves from her. They didn't fire her. They didn't suspend her. From what I understand, they had her sign a contract that it kind of silenced her, so to speak, saying, well, if you going to say something, if you going to speak your mind, then listen here, we can fire you next time that you do it because we asked you to sign this paper and not to do it. But can I say something, though? And if you tune in to episode 248 to 249 in Sports Revival, when I first spoke on this, if she was on company time making those statements about Donald Trump, then guess what? She was wrong. If she was on the company's website making these comments about Donald Trump, then she's wrong. But if that's her personal page, if that's what she wants to do, then that's her problem. That's her business. She has the right to do so. She didn't attack him directly. She was speaking how she felt about him and the situations and how he's handling things. And I'll say this. If somebody, you know, Sir, Press Secretary Huckabee, Sir Huckabee came out and said she should be fired. Well, you know what? Fire all these damn journalists that's out here talking bad about Donald Trump. Fire every last one of them because her co-workers, people like Mike Wilbon coming out saying, I stand with Jemele Hill on this. And the thing about it is, they tried to find some more black people to go in and fill that 6 o'clock spot. And they tried to remove her silently, and everybody that told them that was black that worked with ESPN said they wasn't doing that 6 o'clock slot without her on there. See, that's what you call the blackball effect. See, they don't want to talk about it, man. People don't want to talk about the blackball effect. That how these people, and that's a good point, Stephen Atkins from the Inside Blitz. He say they don't talk about this when all these people were sitting there saying these things about Obama. I'm trying to figure out, are we living in the land of the free, or are we living in a dictatorship? Because the dictator, John Kent, or whatever, you know, they trying to shut them down, right? So now, you can't say nothing bad in America about the president, or you going to get fired from your job, or you going to get suspended from your job. That's a bunch of bull crap. That's what that is. And for people to come out and try to have her removed from her job, that's wrong. It's called freedom of speech. If she was attacking him, that's different. If she was speaking about the issues that he won't address and tackle, that's a whole different ball game. So at the end of the day, you know, when you look at this whole scenario, when you look at this thing, you'll hear a lot of black journalists speak about this issue. But then you'll hear, on the other hand, you'll hear a lot of white journalists, they real kind of numb and quiet about this. They don't really want to address this. They don't want to talk about this. Know why? Because that's telling you how they're leaning towards this. That's telling you what they really feel about the situation. Oh, I don't want to say this because I've never felt any of this injustices that African American can feel in America. So I can't speak on this because my life's been good. Yeah, I know. I done kind of went there, but I mean, it's only right. That's what they talking about. As though they trying to you know, to do the blackball effect to her. But it's a sad day. It's a sad day when Boomer Esiason, co-host Craig Carton, said he had to resign from WFAN due to unfounded legal issues. No, he was running the Ponzi scheme, hustling people out of millions and millions of dollars, and he was actually using this station as a way to sell some of these events, a Ponzi scheme. But no one's saying, oh man, he was wrong for that. They're saying it's sad. It's sad. It's sad that he's losing his job. Why did they have to let him go? See, if you really want to know what they crying about and what they saying is really sad, but the injustices of African Americans, Jamil Hill speak about the president not being a true president and hitting it on the nose and addressing the situation, white supremacist for what it is. She spoke on it. She's wrong. But Craig Carton sitting there running the Ponzi scheme on people. Oh, they didn't have to fire him. See how this media work? See how they play the masses? Oh, let's beat on her. But let's feel sympathy for this Bama. I told you Friday I was going to crank this thing up. I was going to put it all out there for what it's worth. I mean, this is the way I see it. This the way I see it. Oh, they crying, oh, Craig Carton got fired. Oh, he got fired. Oh, but Jamil Hill, she's so wrong for talking bad about our president. For calling him a white supremacist. I know that feeling. I know that feeling when you know people sitting there doing foul and racist things to you directly. And you're saying these things so. People are saying this stuff directly happened to African Americans in this injustice. And she just spoke on it. So what, she can't speak about it? She can't say our president is not holding up his end of the stick to the American people. But it's okay if we sit there and cry about spilled milk because, oh, Craig Carter, he got fired from his job. He got fired because he was running the Ponzi scheme for his gambling debt. Oh, man, it's so sad they doing that to Craig. But let's go ahead and bash Jemele Hill, right? That's how we rolling. And where's Stephen A. Smith in all this? Where's old Fat Whitlock in all of this? Are they somewhere playing the fiddle right now? I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna call it for what it is. I'm gonna call it for what it T.I. is. Playing that fiddle. But anyway, though, y'all, I done pulled some masses this morning. We sitting here live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T, y'all. When we come back, I got something else to put out in the air before we get into that NFL. That's how I'm going this morning. Lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, and I want y'all to come on and march with me, y'all. Right here live. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. March with me. Ow! You're listening to Mountaintop Network Radio.
T-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Network Radio.
From Rucker Apparel.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. You're listening to Mountaintop
Network Radio.
Nation. I tell it to the young. I tell it to the old. Yes. You got to let that burgundy go fill up your soul. Burgundy gold. Now, here we stand. 2017. Draft day. Yes. What happened on?
You can't roll it to this one. You gotta light it. You gotta.
Yeah, we live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, y'all. It's Sports Revival, I'm Savon Fennell, at the Real Rev G. So glad to be here with the people on Friday, y'all. We talking about September 15th, 2017, y'all. I appreciate all the people. And listen here, if anybody got some food stamps, holler at me. Y'all, it's the middle of the month. Y'all know them food stamps, them EBT cards got food. Holler at me. I need some food stamps. I'd rather have the paper food stamp. Can somebody give me a picture of some paper food stamp? Paper food stamp. But listen here though, man. I really wanted to talk about something before we start to get to lean into this football talk here. That kind of really stood out to me. I just kind of caught this yesterday and just kind of went into depth and looked at the situation and the Los Angeles Times, in a recent profile, they reported that former running back LenDale White, who used to play for the Houston Oilers at the time, the Houston Texans at the time, it was the Tennessee Titans, if I'm correct. Right. And the thing about, he was opening up and he talked about his struggles with suicide thoughts and how abusing Vicodin helped numb the constant aches and pains from his playing days. And he goes to talk about how he had 20 to 30 concussions. In one part of the article, it says LenDale White rips open a pack of cheap cigars, packed in some green leaves, and rolls a blunt. Marijuana is legal in Colorado, and White aches in his head, backs, and places where a surgeon's scalpel can't touch. A little weed now and then takes the edge off. So he would smoke a little bit later and avoid the dark temptations of the pill. He has been hesitant to say that publicly because people make snap judgments without knowing him. They think overweight. They think loud that he's 4-2. He screwed it again. A lot will say to discuss today he's been hesitant to say, but he's not embarrassed anymore. It goes on to say that White estimate he sustained 20 to 30 concussions, about one every other game, but he can't be sure. Only one was diagnosed, he say. He say you lose conscious and then all of a sudden it's like shoo. White say making a slurping nose. His eyes going wide as he described the sensation. Like that's how it sounds, like a slew. And then all of a sudden you hear the play again. He wandered around and Hayes Young directing him to the right spot until he regained his sense. His head throbbed, his body ached. When his career began to slide, he slipped into a funk. Pain pills he found dulled the misery. Man say he didn't mean like popping pills because I'm hurt. He said I'm popping pills because he said it was script. He was part of the script. He said like 10 Vicodins at a time to take away the numbness. And the thing about it is, you ask where was he getting it from? You know, where was he getting the Vicodin from? Where was he getting the Vicodin from on the sideline? Where was he getting the Vicodin from after the game? From the player staff, from the staff. The staff was giving it to him. And I know y'all saying, where you going with this? The NFL is responsible for a lot of these young men's addiction to Vicodin, the pain pills. The NFL is responsible for these young men's lives. These young men go out and put their lives on the line to play this game of football. Yeah, you get them a paycheck. Yeah, you pay them a king's ransom to play a child's game. Yeah, we all done heard that slow, that scenario, yada, 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 whoop-de-whoop, whatever. But at the end of the day, when you look at the scenario, when you look at the shadiggity bop and the shadiggity bang it is, the NFL, these teams, and it's just not with him, but with all of these players that's even in the league now, these players that have left the league, it's these teams that they played on that's giving them these pills. That's giving them these Vicodins. That's telling them, take 10 Vicodins here on the sideline and get back in the game after one play. After you swallow some water and swallow these pills. It's them saying, you know what, stay out there on the field. Just get yourself together in the huddle real quick and go back and run this play again. I just read the man saying his head feel like swoop, like your head ringing, like you hear noise in your ear. I had a concussion before. He ain't lying. Feel like water just running through your brain. So at the end of the day, when you look at this, when you look at the scenario of this, you can't blame anybody but the NFL getting this young man addicted to Vicodin. If you read the whole article, he says, man, I never did any drugs in my life until after I left the NFL because I was hooked on Vicodin and painkillers. The training staff gave it to him. The medical doctors gave it to him. These are people that are certified by the NFL to make sure that these players, that these young men are okay, that they're all right, that they can sustain on the field during the game. This is what they hire these people to do. And if I recall, I'm not a doctor, but I guarantee you somewhere in their creed, it's not to just look after a patient for the now. It's to make sure that they're going to be all right in the later. But that seems not to be the case when it comes to a lot of these players, former players, that are in the NFL. They don't worry about them later. They're not concerned about if they got concussions, if they could walk right, if they could run right, if they could chase after their children later. All they're concerned about is the now. Getting you good enough just to say you're right so you can get on that field and make a play. And then after that, you don't mean a bag of beans too. Good morning to Earl Thompson. Big brother Robert Spence, we see you tuning in. Appreciate you so much. Y'all make sure y'all go share the post. Let them know what we doing. Tell them we live here, y'all, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV is a sports revival. I'm Tavon Fennell, head the real Rev T. You know, when you talk about this thing in the scenario of this and how it all plans out and look, it's the NFL's fault that he's going through this. And the NFL should be held accountable for some of these problems and these addictions that these young men have. The NFL should have rehab facilities and rehabilitation facilities for these young men to go to. Already funded. Only thing you got to do is knock up at the door and show them your NFL card. I need help. People don't want to hear this. People don't want to hear. They just want to talk about scores and stats and all that. Man, I could do that all day long. But it's stuff that's real that need to be addressed that people are just overlooking. They just overlooking it, looking at it as, oh, yeah, so what? But man, the Redskins can't score a touchdown. Oh, Kirk Cousins, look. Man, I'm not worried about that. And you shouldn't be neither. You know why? Because people got sons. They got daughters who like playing football. They got women's leagues now. They got young women playing football in high school and even in a few colleges. But this is something that you should be concerned about when you talk about your child playing the game of football. You should be concerned when they're playing any type of contact sport, but football especially though. Head trauma. This young man saying he suffered 20 to 30 concussions. Like every other game, he was getting concussed. Now, sometimes he can't even remember, if he has to go to the bathroom or not, and use the bathroom on himself. This is a young man we talking about. He ain't even got into his good 30s. But was it worth it though? Was it worth it? Who is to blame for this? Who put this young man in this situation? Who got this young man hooked to Vicodin? You just can't go down the street and say, oh, I need some Vicodin. I know I done touched the masses with this, but they don't want to hear this. They don't want to talk about this. They rather talk about touchdowns. But see, this is one of the results after the touchdown. This is the life after the touchdowns is gone. After it's all said and done for. And a lot of times, if you don't win a Super Bowl ring for a team, if you're not out there putting up 12 and 1,500 yards rushing or throwing touchdowns all over the place, then guess what? Or tackling the quarterback all over the place, then guess what? They forget about you. You just become a name. You just become a name. But your health, your living, your everyday living, they could give a damn about. You got money. You be alright. You doing better than me. That's the mindset that they look at when they look at these young players. But yet they leave them out in the cold after they done sit there and put their bodies and gave everything on the line to a team. Team got the man hooked and made him a junkie to Vicodin. And nobody in the NFL want to take responsibility for it. Certified physicians that the NFL pay to be on these teams are giving these players these Vicodins. I recall one former player saying on a team ride home back in the day, he said it was like a serving tray or any damn type of pain pill that you wanted on the plane. It was like a cocktail bar, like a buffet. Go get what you want, take it, shut up, sit down, and go ahead about your business. I'm saying too much. I'm touching the masses right now. But that's good though. That's real good. That's the way I'm supposed to do it. That's the way it's supposed to be delivered. It's other things that's going on, that's happening with these young players that we got to remember, we got to think about. I'm just saying. But anyway though, look, let's go ahead and take a break, because it's coming up on that time, y'all, for the Redskin Power Hour, right? So what we want to do is, let's go ahead and take that break real quick. That's that Uncle Go remix right there, y'all. If y'all like that Uncle Go remix, make a $5 donation to the Sports Revival, and we'll make sure we get you a copy of that right here live, Mount Top Network Radio, DMV, y'all. It's a Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fidel at the Real Red MC. When we come back, y'all, we gonna keep rolling with this. Let's go, baby. Redskin Power coming up next, y'all.
Hey, y'all, this is Claudette from Ruffle Apparel, where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5 5 X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirts.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal and Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today, 703-743-4556, and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you, and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. You're listening to
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Redskins Nation. I tell it to the young. I tell it to the old. But you got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Now, here we stand. 2017. Draft day. Yes. What happened on
baby. Y'all know what time it is when y'all hear that music. It's official because we made it. It's unofficial because the haters hate it. But one thing for sure, they damn sure can't duplicate it. It's the Redskin Power right here live, y'all, on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV on the Rev T Sports Revival. We talk about everything from the Shadiggity Bob and the Shadiggity Bang that's coming out of the iceberg, Redskin Pop, and in the NFL that's making the people ears ring. So lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, and come on and march with me, y'all. We hit this second half of the Rev T Sports Revival with the Redskin Power. Y'all ready? Good. Let's go, baby. March with me. Ow! Well, Redskins fans, once again, good morning to Big Brother Chip Sellers. We see you tuning in, man. One of Shaw U's finest right there, man. That's my brother, man, down in the ATL like no other. That Alpha Phi Alpha in the house, y'all. We appreciate you so much. Good brother and a friend of mine, whether you near or far, Slim, you always know we like superstars, man. And I appreciate you so much for tuning in with us this morning, Big Brother Chip Sellers down in the ATL, y'all. Tuning in Shaw's finest. But let's hear though, y'all. Let's get right on into it though. And I done said this 1,000 times, and some people ain't like when I said it and they felt some type of way behind it. But you know, anything I say, I really don't give too much a damn about what too many people think. That's not being arrogant. That's just being real with who I am and what I'm about and what I like to say. But anyway, good. So let's move right along and get to this. Josh Doctson. Yeah, Josh Doctson. And I know y'all don't want to talk about Josh Doctson right now. I already know y'all don't. And because they already know what I'm going to tell you. I told you. And I've warned y'all of this. Are we looking at a situation where we got another broke down player, another broke down product out of TCU? Y'all know who the other one is, and if you don't, remember back in like 2009, 2010, the Redskins drafted that Bama Robert Henson or whatever. He stayed more broke up in practice than he could get on the field and get broken up in live game action. We seeing that same scenario with another player out of TCU. Josh Doctson, so much potential, so much high hopes that the people are riding on when it comes to Josh Doctson. Don't lie. Talk about it. Tell it like it is for what it is. People want to see Josh Doctson get out on the field and do well. People want to go out there and Josh Doctson get out there and do the things that he did at TCU. But it hasn't transcended over to the NFL. It hasn't transcended over into the Washington Redskins in live game action. We've seen it, talked about it in practice. But when it comes to live game action, they can't even keep him healthy enough mentally and physically to get him on the field, to get him in enough snaps to even throw the ball his way. And the thing about it is, once again, and that's a good point, Steven asking from the Inside Blitz, man, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, bringing in Season 2 NFL Week preview breakdown of all the games that's going on, right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. That's a good point. He hasn't been healthy since he was drafted. No, he hasn't. And can I tell you something else? Neither has Sewell Cravens. And as much as everybody around here in Redskin Nation be talking about, oh, they was wrong for firing Scott McCloughan, whatever. Scott McCloughan was part of picking these people. And when you go draft somebody, you just don't go draft them for what they can do for the physical. You make sure you go draft them that they're there on the mental aspect of not just the game or who the hell they are and what the hell they're about. And somewhere along the line, someone within the Washington Redskins organization, when it came to the scouting department, they failed on their assignment. And now you're seeing the reap of what happened when we drafted these two players. Sewell Craven's not even on the roster. He's somewhere sitting on the island right now. Josh Doctson, he looking good. Every week it's a hamstring issue. Every week it's a hamstring. It's a hamstring. It's a hamstring. Well, I'm challenging and I'm calling out the Redskins medical staff, the Redskins training staff. What are you all not doing that keep allowing this man to find himself in situations where he have these hamstring problems? If it's not a pulled hamstring, then it's just a hamstring, a hamstring muscle. The hell with that. I heard Doc Walker from ESPN 980, Comcast Mid-Atlantic, go on the rant and say, man, I did the next man up. Exactly. We don't have time to wait on Josh Doctson right now. And let a lot of you Redskins fans tell it, after just one damn game of the regular season, y'all talking about Code Red. Code Red. So do we got time? Do we got time to see if Josh Doctson ready to show up to the party or not? Or do we have time to put other receivers into the game? And it still baffles me. It still baffles my mind how you can go draft. Not draft. How can you go and get Brian Quick from, was it the Rams? How can you go get him and he was the number one receiver, and then you bring him into this offense and he only has one catch in the last game? It's no way in the world. I even said it after I went out to training camp on day one. I said that boy Quick, he looked like, man, he just as fast as Terrell Pryor getting down the field. And got good hands. He should be a big part of this offense. And yet still he's not. 1 reception for 11 yards against the Philadelphia Eagles. You can't do that to a player that's used to getting 6 and 7, 8 catches a game, making plays behind it, putting up 100 yards. You can't do that. And when you set yourself up for failures like that, to have that much potential on your team and not have it utilized, it's sad. It's very sad. And once again, when it all comes down to it, it makes you scratch your head and say, okay, well, what are the coaches doing? Where's that mindset in all of this? What are they actually doing with this team right now? What are they actually doing to put players in a position to go out here and win football games? To be able to contribute to the team right now versus trying to wait to see if somebody, because we drafted him, is he going, every draft pick is not going to be a superstar. Every person you draft, they're not going to get it right off the rip. Some do, some don't. And in the Josh Doctson case, listen here, if you ain't got it together by right now, we're going to go ahead and put you on the sideline and let you get your thoughts together while we let this player go out here and contribute to this team for the now. And you always hear me use this phrase. Are you looking for the now or are you looking for the later? I like to taste the flavors now. I like to see the flavors brewing now versus later. You know, people don't want to put it. Josh Doctson, high hopes, lot of potential. But listen, if his potential is not ready, if his skills are not hard for it to transform or to transcend to the field on the NFL level, then you sit back here and you get your thoughts together. Get off of this fan favorite thing. This, what he can do for us. I love Junior Gillette, but we done did that for 2 years with Junior Gillette. We ain't got no more time to be sitting there doing that for nobody else. And we did that for Junior because Junior was something special. Not in college and came into the NFL, it was already proven what he could do on the NFL level. But Josh Doctson, though, college, yeah. NFL, we don't know. We still don't know. And we won't continue to know until you can get healthy enough to play in the game and get more than 32% of the snaps. And actually have some balls thrown to you. Not you just running up and down the field, taking air, running the route. Hell, give it to somebody else who can go out there and make a play if you can't push off or break your speed like you can too. You get tired of week in and week out when Jay Gruden has his press conference and they ask, well, Josh Doctson, 1 minute he happy and then the next minute he come back sad. And if you watch Jay Gruden, if you didn't watch enough of his press conference, when he start to lie or he get frustrated about something, his eyes get real cock-eyed. They go into it, get cock-eyed. He get cock-eyed. Y'all think I'm lying. Go look at the tape of Jay Gruden's press conference. Go look at a couple of them. And when you ask him a question that he really know the answer about and he really irked about and he don't want to answer, his eyes just go all in like he just cock-eyed Johnson. don't want me to talk about this, though. I'm touching the masses, though, right now. Where we at when it comes to this Washington Redskins and Josh Doxson? Is he another broke down product out of TCU that the Washington Redskins have brought to the team? And he stay more broke up in practice than he's able to get out on the field and get broken up by the opposition team, the opposing team, I should say. Jerry Sutton he say, let's go with Jerry. He say, that's why the Redskins went out to tall receivers to help them win games. Jerry Sutton say, I'll take it further than that, Reb. He say, Bruce Allen didn't listen to his scouting department they gave. Exactly. Good point there, Jerry. He say, I would take it further than that. Bruce Allen in the front office never used to listen to their scouting department, Reb. It's so much young talent that's left here that was in the department. One went to Seahawks, the other went to the Browns, and Lewis Reddick was here. Exactly. Players, sometimes you got to develop a player. And it's sad when you see a lot of these players that been on the Washington Redskins practice squad, been on, on the Washington Redskins team at some point, and they at other places having success. Is it the coaching that can't bring it out of them? Is it the scheme? And at the end of the day, Stephen Atkins say Jay Gruden need to be fired. He has no passion. Well, I don't think it's not that he has the passion. I think he just doesn't know how to really get his team going in our eyes. Now, you might ask the players, and they might say something different, Stephen. But if that's what you want to stand on, that he really don't have no passion for the game, then, hey, Jay Gruden must go then. But I think it's too early for us to start saying off with his head. By game 6 or 7 of this NFL season, we should really know the direction that the Washington Redskins are going in or have to go into to make the playoffs. Look, I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. We sitting here live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'll tell it to the young. I'll tell it to the old. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Man, we sitting there having good conversations about this thing with the Washington Redskins, Josh Doxson. You know, the upside, the downside, the highs, the lows, the tears, the drama. I'll tell it to the young. I'll tell it to the old, man. We feeling good on the Friday. Look, we gonna take a break. When we come back, we gonna stay in Redskin Power mode, y'all. We're talk about these Redskins. I just want to rehash on a couple of things. Keys to victory for the Washington Redskins against the Los Angeles Rams. Y'all ready? Let's go. March with me.
Hello.
You're
This is Claudette from Ruffalo Apparel, where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirt.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. You're listening to Mountaintop
Network Radio.
Yeah, we in live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fidel at the Real Rev T. We in Redskin Proud mode, y'all, sitting there talking about these Washington Redskins. Yeah, Josh Doxson was the topic we came out with, but I want to kind of switch it over on y'all if I can. You know, this Washington Redskins, and they got to go face these Los Angeles Rams. And when you want to talk about this offense and things that I would like to see happen that I would think would help the Washington Redskins get over the hump and be successful when it comes to defeating these Los Angeles Rams is one, and we all been saying this, and it's nothing new or like I'm saying something magical out my mouth when it comes to the Washington Redskins, is that they got to go out there and run the ball. Jay Gruden got to go out there and run. I even seen Jay Gruden at Redskin Park a copy of Run Joe. Right, because at the end of the day, the Washington Redskins got to go out there and run the ball. And everybody is saying this, so like I said, it's nothing spectacular. It's nothing new that's coming out of my mouth when it comes to the Washington Redskins and the football that they're playing. No, I'm not saying this, though, but this is the type of runs that the Washington Redskins need to go out and execute in order for them to be successful. Now, this is where you need to start to listen to me. If the Redskins run the ball to the outside, which is called the C gap, if you go hit the C gap from the inside or the outside and spread your offensive linemen, the Redskins can run the ball. They can run the ball. And by them being able to run the ball, they can set up Kirk Cousins with the play action. If you watch Kirk Cousins over the years, when you have him roll out that pocket, he's very successful at delivering the ball down the field or across the slant. Give him some plays where he can roll out the pocket, where you'll force the defense to spread instead of everybody trying to clam in on the line to either jam up the run, AI the dive play, or the A-gap gut play that the Washington Redskins seem to run that they have no success in, or haven't I'm getting tongue twist. They haven't had any success in. Man, I got tongue twisted this morning. Do they keep running that? No, because everybody knows. If we stop the Washington Redskins from running this little jive time play that they run, then guess what? We can stop everything else they trying to do. You start running the running back to the outside. Guess what you do? You open up your linebackers. You make your linebackers respect the outside edges. If you got your linebackers spread, then guess what? You can do a whole lot of things with your tight end across that middle. You can do a whole lot of things with your slot receiver. I'm just saying, you know, so the two things as of right now that the Washington Redskins got to do. Run the ball. Second thing is set Kirk Cousins up for the play action. And when they're running the ball, please do not have them constantly running that dive or that A gap or that B gap inside run that they've been attempting to do, that they haven't had any success with. The Redskins have to run the ball to the outside. I don't care if they get Chris Thompson or Samaje Perine to go in there to spread that ball to the edge. It will help that offense. It will help Kirk Cousins get into a rhythm. I know I say this a million times, but having Kirk Cousins throw 40 times or more in the game is bad business for the Washington Redskins. Once he gets to the 35 attempt passing mark, then if they're not leading the game, you better brace yourself for the drama that will follow after. You know, you don't want to find yourself putting Kirk Cousins back into a funk that he was once in before. You don't want to find him doing that. You don't want him to be into a situation like that. Best way you can do it is make it simple. Make it easy. And I know y'all say, well, he's supposed to be a franchise quarterback. You ain't supposed to make things simple and complicated. If you want to win football games, in any offense, in any defense, and I believe they go out there and run the ball, set up a lot of play actions. Kirk Cousins utilizes tight ends. Utilize his tight ends, not just Jordan Reed. You got Vernon Davis out there that can catch the ball. You got Niles Paul out there. You know, they always said they wanted to use Niles Paul in this wing back or whatever slot back or whatever. Use it then. Why have all this talent on your team and you're not using it? Why not utilize the talent that you have on the team? Why not utilize the players that you have healthy on this offense? The Washington Redskins must put all of these things together in order to make this thing happen the way that it needs to go down against these Los Angeles Rams. And that's preferably with the offense. I'm not too concerned about the defense. I've told y'all this before. I said this in episode 249, 248. I am not worried about this Washington Redskins defense right now. My only concern with them is stop somebody on third down. Every damn thing else with the Redskins and their defense will be fine, even with the defensive line. Because you got enough through your linebackers, you got enough through your secondary that will mask the deficiencies of the Washington Redskins in the defensive line until they can get somebody in there that can do better. So no, I'm not concerned about the defense. What I'm concerned about this game against the Los Angeles Rams, and as we go forth into the season, is this Washington Redskins offense. And I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, Kirk Cousins just doing this because he know he out there. Y'all stop that foolishness, man. That man out there playing the game of football. But Jay Gruden and his coaching staff got to come up with a game plan that will make him have success. You got people saying, good morning to brother Jennings Church Boy Bell Sr. He say, listen here, man. He say, fire the coach. Jerry Sutton say, great point. That's how they used to run more. What I see is a lot of these coaches, they don't adjust to their personnel and play to your player's strength. They run their system. Exactly. If your system is not working, then maybe you need to change the way how you conduct your business or tweak it a little bit. so that you can have success with it. But put these Washington Redskins in a situation where they're trying to find themselves to get going late in the second quarter, early into the third quarter is a bad business. Stephen Atkins say we can't be a first half or second half. Exactly. That's bad business. That's bad business, not just for the Washington Redskins. That's bad business for any NFL team. You can't get your team going for the first half, for the first quarter of the game. We seen all too so often the Washington Redskins, they get warmed up around the middle of the second quarter, close to the end of the quarter. No. And then we see when we're in games like that and other teams are putting points on the board, that's bad business for the Washington Redskins. The Redskins need to come out and put 10 points or better up in the first quarter in order for them to be successful and have a chance to go out there and win football games. Because as we seen with Jay Gruden as as the head coach, once the Redskins go down, even if it's by 1 or 2 points, then he dumps the run. The run goes out the window. They don't utilize the run. It becomes a passing clinic. Pass, 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 pass. And the only person that you see running is the quarterback from the blitz or one of the wide receivers that he actually connect the ball and throw it to. Other than that, if the Redskins go down by 2 or 3 points, he just passes the ball. Got to change that. You know, we went into the new year with Jay Gruden saying, oh yeah, man, we gonna go out there and crank this thing up. We're gonna go out there and run the ball. We're gonna go out there and be successful running the ball. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna run the ball. And it was a question that I put out there. Was it Sean McVay that wasn't running the ball? Or was it Jay Gruden that wasn't allowing the Redskins to run the ball? So when you look at the scenario and you look how all of this panned out, you know, it's a lot of things that the Washington Redskins need to do in this game, and probably it got to come from the coaching. And then once you attack the coach, if the coach put a good game plan together, and then the players mess up, and then you start to slay Kirk Cousins. Then you start to slay Rob Kelly, who I don't think should be the starter. I'd rather start Chris Thompson than over with Rob Kelly. That's just my personal opinion. 703-763-4979 is the number. You want to call in, talk a little sports with me this morning. We going to take a break. We sitting here live, y'all, right here in Mountaintop Network Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. We in Redskin Power Mode. When we come back, though, y'all, what I want to do, I want to talk about this Houston, Texas team. Yeah, Deshaun Watson had a good game last night, but I saw him do something. It was good to some people, but to me, I find it to be bad business for the Houston Texans or any other young quarterback coming into the league, preferably an African-American quarterback. We will talk about that and a whole lot more. We live right here, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. Lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, and march with me, baby. Let's go. Ow!
Let's swim well, and we ain't going nowhere. Let her love, homie. I ain't fucking with you, nigga. Only we give you crazy. Love everybody that's real shade. Baby, work that ass low, chill. Never sees a winner to breathe. Chill. I got loose. Look at cap. Devils. Cherry.
You're listening
Claudette
to
from Rough Apparel, where
Mountaintop
we
Network
specialize custom
Radio.
design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5 That. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirts.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. You're listening to Mountaintop
Network Radio.
Nation. I tell it to the young. I tell it to the old. Yes. You got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Burgundy gold. Now, here we stand. 2017. Beat Draft Day.
106. Yeah, y'all, we sitting here live right here at Mountaintop Network Radio. I'm Savon Fennell at the Real Rev T. So glad to be here with the people. Big brother Robert Spence, he say, protect the quarterback, run the ball, run the ball. Tammy Lynn Layton, we see you. Good morning to you, pretty lady. We appreciate you tuning in right here live, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voices can be heard. Stephen Atkins say the O-line needs to play and get together. And I'm glad you went down that alley, Stephen Atkins, because that was the next thing that I was about to hit on. You know, chicken leg Morgan Moses, man. Morgan Moses got beat up, beat down, till out. It was like a brand new funk for him against the Philadelphia Eagles. And with all the money that they paid Morgan Moses to make him one of the top offensive linemen, paid offensive linemen in the NFL, he didn't show up to par. And if you've been following me, you heard me say, even with training camp week one, day one, Morgan Moses is out here playing with a knee brace on. That's not good for somebody that just signed a mega deal contract for the Washington Redskins to be an offensive lineman for a very long time. That's it. That situation got to change, and we got to find a way to have more protection help when it comes with Morgan Moses. I'll stand on this, and I just said this before we went to break. You got to find a way to get Niles Paul and Vernon Davis involved more in what that offense is trying to do when it comes to the blocking scheme. The blocking scheme of the Washington Redskins and that offensive line, especially when they want to run the ball. It's nowhere in the world that you can sit there and hold somebody like Jeremy Sprinkle and hold him back. And Jeremy Sprinkle is a hell of a run blocker. Why not utilize him? So you know, at the end of the day, when you look at this offensive line, Morgan Moses, Jerry Sutton, good point. He was hurt in training camp. You called that one, Red. Right, he was. See, like I said, when I go to training camp, I just don't go look to see the players and say, how could I get an autograph? If you know me, I'm not pressed. When I go down to training camp, what I like to do is be able to see my kids be able to interact and have fun with the players and you know, the VIP while I'm down at training camp working outside with the people. And they'll tell you, I don't like to be up in the VIP. I get my pass away, man, go on up in the VIP, see what it's like. I like to be around the people, the common man. But when you go out to training camp, just don't go out there for the fanfare. Go out there and observe a player. You know how he doing his pass, but go out there and observe a player to see who might be wearing a certain piece of equipment for health reasons. Those are the things that I look at when I go to training camp. Who's limping? Who's on the sideline? And Morgan Moses was a name that I highlighted big time. It's not me saying it now. It's on tape from later on, from shows that we did from the past. And here we are in the second week of this NFL season, and we're talking about Morgan Moses and his health issues. Oh God, let's not forget about Sean Laval. Where was he at? Does he have a name? Does he have a place on this roster? Because at the end of the day, when you look at this Washington Redskins and you look at this offensive line that they got right now, even Trent Williams, I'm a little concerned for Trent Williams right now. And I know some of y'all are like, oh, Rev, you really going there. You really sitting there pushing the masses right now, Rev. No. You know, between Sean Laval and Morgan Moses, that's how the Philadelphia Eagles, they got into the Washington Redskins here. And the thing about it, we can't even go at Brandon Scherff right now because he played a pretty solid game. But if you go look at the tape and you see what the weakness was, it was with Sean Laval, and it was with Morgan Moses. And they went at them all day long. And the thing about it is, can I say something else that to put out there? And I know some people might not want to hear it. I believe Chase Roullier is better than Spencer Long. And my hearts are all hearts. I believe Trace Roullier need to be out there with that first team offensive line more so than Spencer Long. Hell, I would move Spencer Long to guard. Or Ty Seki to left guard. If it was me. But when you look at this Washington Redskins offensive line, though, I mean, me personally, I think they need to go bring some more people in. And it's sad to say this, that we get to the second week of the season and we find that this is what the Washington Redskins need. More offensive line players, more defensive line players. Training camp is over. We're into the second week of the season and we're talking about what the Washington Redskins need. We're talking about this. We're fans. We're not the players. We're not the coaches. But we're sitting there talking about what the Washington Redskins need right now. And if the offensive line go out there and play like they played against the Philadelphia Eagles, against this young, scrappy Los Angeles Rams defense, it's going to be a long day in Los Angeles for the Washington Redskins. And if they mess around too much, it's going to be a long ride home from L.A. in a sad, stinky funk, coming home 0-2. I'm not concerned about the defense. Y'all can talk about that all day. I'm not concerned at all. But this offense, run the ball, play action, offensive line. 3 factors to this game against the Los Angeles Rams that could hurt the Redskins or it could elevate the Redskins. Me as a fan, I'm praying and I'm hoping that it will elevate them as the Redskins. Me as a sports analyst, though, I'm saying right now, in all hearts, they need a little prayer. I'm just saying. They need a little prayer. So when it all comes down to it, they go out there and they do what they need to do, then guess what? It run the ball to the outside, play action with Kirk Cousins to keep him from just standing back there after doing the back pedal. They should be all right. Look, what I want to do, though, real quick, though, because I got to get into it, and I see we coming up on time. A lot of things to talk about. Let's take a quick break, and when I come back, I want to start talking about this NFL Week 1, but I got to get this thing out here about Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. Something that I saw that's a good thing to some, but to me, it's a bad thing in the direction of what they're trying to do with this young man when it comes to the game of football. Did I just say that? Yeah, that's good. Let's take a break real quick and we'll be right back. We here live, y'all. Right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Let's go, baby. March with me. Ow!
Follow me.
Mountaintop Network custom designed t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
From Rucker
This
Apparel.
is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today. You're listening to Mountaintop
Network Radio.
Yeah, y'all, we here live, y'all. That's what I like. That's what I like. Man, I'm so glad to be here with the people on Friday, y'all. On a Friday, I feel good. I thank y'all so much for helping me, seeing me through. Yeah. Yeah, man. We sitting here live right here. Rev T Sports Revival right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. So glad to be here with the people on the Friday. I can say that a million times. I'm glad to be here with the people in every day. We live here on the airwaves right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voices can be heard, man. It's a pleasure. We sit there in Redskin power mode. We were sitting there talking about the Washington Redskins, keys to victories, things that we said. Okay, running. Got to run the ball. Not to the inside, but to the outside. Spread the defense. Try to get Kirk Cousins second in the play action mode. Third string offensive line got to play better, right? Good, we got that out the way. But look, I got to put this out there in the air, y'all. Last night, the Houston Texans, they went to Cincinnati to go play the Cincinnati Bengals, okay, in the Thursday night football game. And don't get me wrong, it was a pretty good game. Pretty good, decent game. And for the most part, the Bengals, they did what they needed to do to kind of keep Deshaun Watson at bay. But it was one point in the game where he broke the scramble and broke the pocket and ran it for a touchdown. And the people went crazy and they went wild because they saw Deshaun Watson get this touchdown run. And the thing about that with Deshaun Watson is, while others cheered and felt good about what they saw from the young man, okay, and the way he scrambled out that pocket, man, that was a beautiful thing. It was a good play. I am not knocking the play. Let's get this straight. I am not knocking the play or the moves that he made to get out that pocket to put a touchdown up on that board. But what I am knocking, what I am concerned about when it comes to Deshaun Watson and to the Houston Texans and to his future as being a quarterback into this league, are they about to try this RG3, this Colin Kaepernick, this let's keep it real, this Jamarcus Russell? Are they about to start this Vince Young? Are they about to try to run this crap with this young boy again? I said it. I didn't put it out there. Because if that's the hope and the vision that they have for Deshaun Watson as a quarterback in the NFL, let me tell y'all something right now. That young man, he won't be in this league too much longer. Ask RG3. Ask Colin Kaepernick. And I ain't talking about the protesting Colin Kaepernick. I'm talking about the running quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Ask Jamarcus Russell where he ended up at. Ask Vince Young where he ended up at. It's good. It's good for the first year. It's good for the first year of the Goose. But what about the gander though? And that's not, don't get me wrong, and I don't want nobody to say, oh, Rev, you hating. I'm not hating nothing. I'm just telling it like it is. Where are they now? Where are they now? Where are these running quarterbacks at now? You see them run 1 year, but you don't see them run the next. And please don't nobody sit there and throw up in my face, what's that boy in the Seahawks? Russell Wilson. Man, don't start that with me, because I'm going to tell you, shut up. Because the only reason why Russell Wilson is still with the Seattle Seahawks is, one, they pay him a hell of a lot of money. And two, the reason why he's still with the Seattle Seahawks is because, guess what? Pete Carroll ain't going to have a job soon. And if Pete Carroll try to do it all over again with another quarterback, he know his time in Seattle going to be real short. So please don't try to throw me this thing about, some young quarterback. No. Where are these running prototype quarterbacks? Where are they now in the NFL? Where are they? Can't even get a damn job in the parking lot league right now. There y'all go. You know, let's talk about it. Be honest with yourself with the situation when it comes to these running quarterbacks. They get injured too much, coming from Steven Atkins from the inside blitz. Good point, Steven. He'll need to become a pocket passer. Exactly. And the more you start making this young man run the ball, more so than be able to stand up in the pocket and to read defenses for what they are and for what the defense is giving him, you're going to make him weak with his reading. You're going to put him in a situation where he checks down one receiver, and then if he don't see him open, he's gone like lightning. Now, that's not to say last night that the offensive line with the Houston Texans didn't play a factor into him running the ball. Because what I saw last night was he looked like Black Kirk Cousins to me. Did I say that? I did say that. Deshaun Watson looked like Black Kirk Cousins to me last night running for his life. It was like he was playing the Philadelphia Eagles last night. And it was like he had the Washington Redskins offensive line blocking for him. And it's going to come out, watch somebody say, oh, well, if Deshaun Watson had an offensive line like that crappy line that RG3 played behind, then God bless him, blah, blah. Man, get out of here, man. At some point, you have to teach these young quarterbacks, you have to sit back here in the pocket, and you take 2 steps to the left if they coming, or 2 steps to the right. Don't start running for your dear life. Look for the play downfield. If it's not there, throw it away, versus sitting there taking 10 and 12 yards at a sack at a time. I'm just concerned for Deshaun Watson right now. I'm concerned at how the NFL and what direction they gonna take this young man. Not the NFL, but the Houston Texans with his NFL career. How are they gonna take this man? Is O'Brien gonna let this man get comfortable with one and run? Or is he gonna set him up with you know, opportunities to actually just sit back and be able to read? And that's a good point. You can't run these young quarterbacks now. Deshaun Watson took too many hits last night. They can't take a last effect on a long-term career. That's absolutely correct, Jerry Sutton. Ask RG, please. Ask him. Ask him how he fared out. But let him tell you he ready now, but you wasn't ready when you had the opportunity to be ready. So at the end of the day, my concern with Deshaun Watson is that I hope that they don't sit there and make this young man this little prototype, oh, he gonna run the ball type quarterback, because that's gonna be bad business for him in my eyes with his career. Last night he had a pretty decent game. He was 15 for 24 for 125 yards passing. But he was 5 for 67 yards rushing the ball. Did y'all just hear what I said? And as the season go on, we might even see them numbers average go up. That average of him running the ball go up during the season. And that's not a good thing for a young quarterback. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, and when it come down to it, you know, the Houston Texans, they leaned on their defense last night, and it really helped them get over the hump in this game, because Andy Dalton, when you look at it, for the most part, he had a pretty solid game. You know, he had 224 yards. A lot of drop passes by his wide receivers, though. A lot of drop passes. And when you look at it, the downside of this whole thing with the Cincinnati Bengals, again, if you don't run the ball, your team is not in a good position to have success. Guess what? Mixon had 9 carries for 36 yards, and Hill only 6 carries for 17. Between two running backs, that's 15 carries for what, about 60, 65 yards, maybe 70 yards? If that. That's not good business. But anyway, though, y'all, we had a good show for the people. I'll tell it to the young. I'll tell it to the old. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Y'all make sure y'all tune in on Sunday, 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. The Inside Blitz, they going to be on the air, y'all. Break it down. Week 2, y'all, the NFL giving all their previews, giving all the injury report right here at 10 a.m. live right on Mountaintop Network Radio. I'm Savon Fennell at the Real Rev T. Y'all make sure y'all go share the post with the people. Share the post with the people. If you like what we doing, I'm going to put the donation link up here on the Facebook Live. Make a donation to Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And if you make a donation of $5 or more, we going to make sure you get a copy of the Uncle Bo Go-Go Remix, y'all. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go follow Crystal Emma there. Make sure you go follow Rucklewood Prayer. Make sure you go follow Maurice Wood, y'all. Ghost of Real Estate. And most of all, go follow the Sport Revival at the Real Rev T on Twitter, at Mountaintop Network Radio. That's at MTN Radio DMV on Twitter. Hey, y'all, until Monday, I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. I don't want no crime, and I damn sure don't want to be rolling with no people that be signifying. Hey, man, love somebody and never be a Judas to your friend. Hey, man, I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, Rev T Sports Revival. Love somebody, march with me. Ow, I'll see y'all on Monday, man.
Does anybody here have a promise made? No, I need to talk to some people that's waiting on God to do something that He promised. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's hard.